Hello, everybody. As always, I'm some kid with a car, and it's definitely been a while since I've last made a video, but I have a very good reason for that. As you know, we left off with taking out the motor and kind of start working on it and see where it was. Although, there's some bad news. We talked about dropping the pan in that video, and when we did drop it, we started to find some concerns. We looked in the oil and we saw shiny.
What do you mean by that?
As always, that means there's some metal shavings in there, and that's not great. That means usually something's messed up or it's just not a good sign. We looked, we flipped over, we kind of looked at the pistons, and there was one that was like black, kind of just like overworn and worn out. So we also thought that's not a great idea. And we also noticed that one was kind of like more, it had more space to move than the others. So it just looked burnt out and not well, which obviously that's probably not a huge repair, but the main thing that scared us was that there could be something more than just the piston wrong. So that we got scared, and we're not going to be using that motor anymore. So we may kind of be stuck for a while. But let's just go look and see how that motor looks now. And here's the motor. Kind of makes me sad just looking at it. It's like a failed failed project. It's like a what could have been. It's just not what we're going to be going with. And it kind of sucks because that puts us in a big kind of stopper, big pothole, big roadblock. As you can see, we plugged it all up. We started cleaning stuff up. We took hoses off, tried to see what was wrong, connections and everything, and then we flipped it over and saw that we were devastated. But it's still just sitting on this jack. Hopefully, we can use it for at least parts or something. A lot of it has been put back over there on that back. Yeah, this is pretty much the old motor now. So yeah, we've been spending that time kind of trying to diagnose and see what was wrong with that motor, and now it's kind of just where are we gonna go? Um, it might take a lot more time, and it might take months and weeks for me to get enough money to even obtain a motor and just even be able to put out something for this car because that was my only problem. I pretty much did and put into videos everything I've done so far. If it's something little, obviously like cleaning or just plugging in or screwing in little stuff, I didn't put that in because it's not very interesting and you can't make a whole video out of it. So it kind of sucks. The project's kind of put on hold. I'm sorry to say that, but truly, this is still my dream and one day it will be complete. But so please be patient and stick with me. Is what I would be saying if we don't have a new motor. Weren't expecting that word. No, we already have obtained a new motor. And guess what? It's already in. Here's the motor. Everything's pretty much in. Well, not all the wires and obviously and all the tubes and all the stupid little things like cables, but the main two pieces are in. The motor and the transmission. We picked up the motor for 900 bucks. Well, sorry to interrupt, but I forgot to mention in the video that this is the exact same motor that came stock in the car. It was just rebuilt, redone, and had no problems with it. I mean, my parents. My parents were outrageously generous and paid for the motor for me. That means a lot to me. Like, I really, truly a lot. Because honestly, I was getting scared. I was looking at the odor over there and I was like, man, this might take a lot longer than I thought. And I was like, starting to think, was this car even really worth it? But no, they bought it for me. We picked it up for $900. Apparently, the guy was super nice and everything. He rebuilt this home motor. The seals he all did. He put in new things like this, and some of the mounts were different, and a couple things were different. But we all just stripped it off that motor and put it in whatever was missing. My mom made the deal with me that she would help buy this motor and not buy me tires anymore, and I was cool with that. I had 100 saved up, so I pushed that in. So basically, they bought 800 of it. I only bought 100. But yeah, no, it's looking pretty good actually. We cleaned up the transmission incredibly, and it's honestly not as shiny as me and my dad wanted it to be, but it looks good. It looks great, and I'm super excited about it. Yeah, that's pretty much all it. The only thing else that we've really done is really just connected some wires, did some tubes, and try to set up the exhaust. The exhaust has been hanging for a while, so that thing has been pretty much sucked in. But that's pretty much all it. Hello again, everybody. I have some footage of us putting in the motor, so I wanted to put that in real quick. It's just some short little time lapse footage, but I hope you enjoy. thank you so much for watching this video. That's pretty much all it. It's a pretty short video today. Hopefully, just kind of overviewing and telling you what I've been working on. Obviously, I've been gone for a while, and I know some people really like this project, and so do I. I'm going to be trying to refilm more. It's just really hard since I also edit by myself, so it does take me quite a bit to get a video out. But thank you for watching. I'm going to try to at least get a video out at least once a week now. I mean, there's a lot more to talk about. There's a lot more to do. So thank you for sticking around. And hopefully, if you're new here, I'm some kid with a car. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And as always, bye-bye.